Good day, boys and girls. Finally, the long-awaited TradeSpider 1.1 is ready. I'm gonna go through all the changes here now. Except for the settings you see in the TradeSpider UI, you can also change some settings in input for the EA. You double-click in the upper right corner on the text TradeSpider 1.1, and then you see the settings. The biggest and most important feature is the automatic stop loss and take profit. This feature will help you a lot by automatically setting the take profit at the target line daily pivot point. It also sets the stop loss size in points using your desired risk to reward. In input settings, you can now decide which risk to reward you want to use for automatic mode. Default is 5, which means 1 to 5, risk 1 to gain 5. So take profit will be 5 times bigger than your stop loss for each position. You guys asked me to be able to show the current and average spread in the TradeSpider. Now you find the setting and the input of the TradeSpider under UI settings. The default is no. If you change this value to yes, it will show up in the UI. Default values in the TradeSpider input settings. Default initial risk is set to a % of equity, so it adapts to your account size. The default number of positions is now 5. Default risk to reward is 1 to 5. These default values are values that I use most of the time when I trade, as you have seen in the Telegram channel, so now they are applied automatically using the automatic SL and TP. The target line, daily pivot point, is now changed its default color to orange. This is because our buy entry line was blue and it was easy to mix up with the daily target price. Just a small change that makes it a little easier to see. There is a new section in the input of the EA called Rules that Prevent Trading. This means that if any of these rules are met, you will not be able to open a trade and instead get a warning where your buy and sell button are placed with an explanation of the warning. Max total risk per trade in %. This is so that you don't by accident open too big of a trade. Default value is 2%, but you can change it to your desired value. Stop loss must be X times bigger than spread. This setting is to prevent you from opening trades when the spread is too high compared to your stop loss size. Default is 5. Which means that if spread is 4 points, your stop loss must be a minimum of 20 points. Entry too close to the target. This is a value that I have hard-coded that you can choose to have true or false. It's a value calculated automatically based on the ADR of the instrument. If you want to trade closer and get a warning, you have to turn this to false. The reason for this setting is that the closer you get, the riskier your trade will become, and also the higher volume per position, which also increases your commission a lot. Risk under trade information headline is now a minus value, so if you risk $500 it will say minus $500 instead of plus $500. If you manage to move your stop loss past your entry so it's positive and you're on your last position allowed, you can get a positive risk value, meaning you have no risk or you even earn money when your last stop loss is hit. Then this value shows in green color and the risk title changes to risk free. I also found a bug where a pending sell order calculated the wrong lot size, so you got a smaller trade than you wanted. Now all types of orders should calculate correctly. Another fix is that if you close a position manually outside of TradeSpider, it should recognize this and stop the trade cycle. Before it looked like it was still running. But please, the best practice is to use the TradeSpider panel to handle your trades, both opening and closing, and not interfere manually. Use the close button. Except for all these changes, I have optimized the UI so the TradeSpider should run smoother than ever, even on a slow VPS. Okay, that's it for TradeSpider 1.1. I hope you like the changes and that they will help you in your trading. I have tested it as much as I can, but if you by any chance find a bug, please let me know ASAP and I will fix that. Also, if you have a feature you miss, please let me know, either through email by using contact on our webpage or by sending me a private message on Telegram at Infinity 1975. Happy trading!